I'm kicking off this stream by completing a cube draft that we did the last time we streamed. I feel like I haven't streamed for a long time. There was a bunch of secret filming that I had to do, and now we're here. And the holidays are kind of, I mean, I know today is a holiday, but you know, even locally we don't really celebrate it. Who gives a shit? It's Boxing Day. Honestly, Boxing Day is mostly people buying things that they've been waiting to get all year, and now they're on sale. And then a lot of drinking and gambling. Or games. Maybe that's just my family. This deck's a 4-color blood deck is what I'm calling it. Because it's 4-color, no blue. With just a bunch of value cards and pretty good mana. We do have a Zagoth Triome in here, which gives blue, which doesn't do anything for casting spells, but it makes my Prismatic Ending better, it makes my Tribal Flames better, and obviously it makes Troll of Causa Doom a little bit better, because we can find a black-green. I guess I have Overgrown Tomb, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with that. I mean, it lets me find a Triome. It turns cycling it into something else. I look great in that shirt. Well, these are pajamas. This is a robe. This is my Christmas robe. We don't really do gifts in my family anymore. But my mom can't help herself. And so every Christmas she gets myself and Kiefer new pajamas of some sort, or a robe. She knows I like robes. I literally have last year's robe hanging on this door. I now have like 5 different robes because maybe I should be like, hey, next year give me, I don't know, give me those long johns with the like flap at the buttocks. Give me the butt flap red pajamas. Slippers? Oh yeah, I could use slippers. I'll go first. Yeah, I like this. We've got a turn 2 Dark Confidant into a Shieldred at some point in time. Our mana's pretty good. Gonna lead in Dotha Triome into potentially Blood Crypt here. Into Bob. I don't hate the idea of leaving up, or not, I don't even have to leave up because it's a sorcery. Don't hate the idea of like being able to Witherbloom command on 2, or on 3, rather. And I can do both of that because I could just play basic Swamp. Bobby. Don't really have much disruption here. Like, if my opponent's playing like a Reanimator deck, it's a little scary. I've never seen a Dark Confidant untap, so if that happens, oh, well, there's the Witherbloom command target. You have your own Shieldred against me? Gix. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Draw Magda. Got an Ignoble Hierarch. I do want to Witherbloom command that. Or else they're just going to start playing really big things. I can Witherbloom command this. And then just play a tap lands. I don't have the right mana to be able to Witherbloom command and Ignoble Hierarch. I don't think I'm blocking though. Like, getting this Shieldred down is pretty hot. I could alternatively go Magda and Ignoble, but I don't want them to be so far ahead on mana. I'm going to do this. Destroy a thing. I'll mill 3 cards. I guess I could draw like an untapped green source too. And then I can maybe Ignoble here. If I do that, then I can get an attack in. Ooh. This can find Overgrown Tomb. which is a lot of damage that I'm taking, but I'm okay with that, I think. Shieldred should hopefully help. Then next turn we can slam Shieldred. Hopefully getting rid of their mana crypt helped them, or helped us rather. Ahoy ignition point. Oh. That's a sour tea. You get to draw a card. You want to kill my Bobby? You want to kill my Bobby? Lesbian Punk Pyromancer, welcome back for the 25th month. How you doing? How you been? Thank you so much for the support. It's a long ass time. Do I want to run Shieldred into a mana leak or a mana drain? Not really. I think I could just go land Magda and then keep up cycling Zagoth Triome. Really don't want to slam this Magda into mana leak, or slam the Shieldred into a mana leak. They could like Hull Breacher here, or Bowmasters. If they Bowmasters is so good against my deck. Oh my god. Oh, it's Bitter Triumph, and they discarded Blightsteel Colossus. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad I didn't Shieldred. The Blightsteel is a little worrying, though, because they likely have Tinker on some kind of Tinker Blightsteel. Do I want to block and cycle? Save myself some life here? Try to keep them low on cards? Yeah, I don't want to do that. We get got by a Hull Breacher here, but main phase Hull Breacher. Llanowar Elf. Well, that can replace the Ignoble. We're not hitting for as much as we would be. Oh. Yeah, this card's going to kill me too. Dark Ritual. I could Dark Ritual to get around a mana leak. I think I want to do that. I don't want to get got by mana leak, and I don't want to get got by miscalculation. If they have actual counterspell or remit, oh, it was fucking mana drain. I knew it. Okay, well, we might be losing this game now. Because now they have 8 mana and they can Voidwalker to get a free Shieldred. And I'm already so low. I don't mind bobbing my lands, but we've been bobbing. I mean, we bobbed some lands and non-land. But we haven't really drawn. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not great for us, but you can you can take all my lands. Why not? You got jump scared by an ad and realized your Prime sub was up? Don't get jump scared by ads. I don't know why they make these ads. Ads are so, like, immediately loud. I don't know if it's like you know, hey, now that we have your attention and, you know, all your synapses are firing off, have you considered giving us money for dish soap or whatever? I'm going to block with my Llanowar Elf because I don't want to die. We can actually still win this. Like, if we get our... Well, we can't cast Shieldred because we don't have the red source. But if we grab, I don't know, like a Prismatic Ending to get rid of the Voidwalker, we could also burn them out with a couple of cards. Ooh, I own Dothy Voidwalker. Oh. Land from a graveyard into play tapped. I mean, my Voidwalker can trade with their Voidwalker. It's pretty funny. But I think I'm dead if that happens. Like, I think I need to play this Soul of Windgrace. Because if I play my Voidwalker, they don't need to attack with the Voidwalker here. They hit me for 3. I guess I could have blocked with my Bob, but I feel like I'm in a losing position if I do that. This way, my Soul can block this. We either go to 3 off this Dothy, or we put it into play tapped. We go to 3 off this Dothy, or they get to cast Shieldred, and ideally some combination of those two work in our favor. They could also just have removal. They did draw an extra card here. They might go for the attack on the Dothy to draw a card off Gix. Meow. And a merry meow to you too, communist cat girl. Ugh. Okay, well, we're done. That mana drain into Mind Twist. Kind of gross. What do I want here? Probably nothing. Just run it back. Don't know if Arc Trail or Outland Liberator is what I want. Renegade Rallier feels like it's probably not good enough, although Rallier with Dothy Voidwalker is kind of hot. If the grindier Rallier can do something, especially because I have all these fetch lands, but I don't know. What I bring in other than Rallier, if I'm bringing in something. Kogla, I could just ape it up. Showdown of the Scalds seems alright. I think I just want to run it back. Oh, Darcy's a little awkward in this deck, but Darcy gets online pretty quickly. If I cut Darcy, then also Renegade Rallier gets worse. I think I'm just going to run it back here. Yeah, I feel like our deck actually did a thing, but we just got answered at awkward times. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit for 2 reasons. 1, I'm tired. 2, if we are able to untap with this Ignoble or draw another land, I feel like there are very few spots where we lose outside of just like an all-in combo draw for my opponent. Like if they tinker on turn 1, it's pretty bad, but that's always pretty bad.
Eggs, E-double-G-S eggs.
And then we can bob. If we don't draw a land, we can bob or Magda. Oh, okay, wow. That's pretty good. Oh, wow. This card is so good against our deck, the more I'm looking at it. I mean, I mentioned it last game. They didn't have it last game. My opponent's deck is wild. They have Shieldred, Mana Crypt, Tinker. They have Underground Sea in their deck. Voidwalker. They got a lot of pretty powerful cards. Alright, well. Didn't think we were going to get Bone Shards on 1, but I guess Mana Crypt. I guess Mana Crypt into Bowmasters. Depending on what their hand is. Oh yeah, they have Mana Drain too. They can't drain with this hand. They'll die to Crypt. Show and Tell. Yeah, I'll go for the big mana value play. Gruff's Triplets. Okay. Interesting. Magic card to include. Don't really want to shock myself to Dragon's Rage Channeler. But I guess I do need red. So what's this do again? When it dies, you put a number of 1/1 counters equal to its power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. So if I block here, they're going to get 2 6/6s. Also, show and tell out of Gruff's Triplets is... I mean, I guess it's doing a thing, but that seems like not the best thing in the world, like the thing that can backfire quite a bit. There's a benefit to blocking a token. Like, this card does kill people. Like, I'm familiar with this card in WoW. But I mean, it's like not even at the like Ashen Rider, like Woodfall Primus kind of level. Am I getting tinkered? I feel like I'm getting tinkered. Copter's a good card. Okay. If they lost their crypt flip, would I be in a better spot? Like, we're not dead yet. It's not looking good. Mystical Tutor. They're going to Mystical Tutor for Bitter Triumph? Holy shit. They lost 2 flips. They won the first one, right? Bitter Triumph. Yeah, I believe I'm dead. Need to untap with this. Oh well. Unfort. I took a risk, and I don't know whether or not that game is that much different. If I untap with a land there, then I'm able to play out Bob, and then my opponent show and tells out Shieldred, or my opponent show and tells, and I get out Shieldred. They get out Gruff Triplets. Then I'm drawing extra cards. But I'm not drawing, so it's not working with Shieldred. I don't know how much different that would have been. I guess maybe I could find a world where we like hit our lands quick enough that I can Minsc and Boo them, but I mean, that requires things to go right for us. I think our opponent going land, mana crypt, kill your 1 permanent is likely more of a deciding factor than the risky keep, because getting me off the mana acceleration is pretty bad. Is there a karate day? Every day is karate day if you're practicing. Harju, welcome back for the 25th month. Vintage Cube, oh boy, oh boy. This is a hand I can't keep. This is a hand I can keep. Yeah, we're playing some Vintage Cube. Keep this. This is likely finding Endotha Triome. I am a little reliant on this Noble for the red mana until I draw my red source. Oh, I have don't I have Plateau in my deck? I thought I had Plateau in my deck. Or is it Scrubland? It's Scrubland that I have. I have a Blood Crypt. That can't be found with this. We're at least getting to untap with our Noble for 1 turn. Ooh. Yeah. I think I like shocking myself and playing this Blood Tithe Harvester. The mana is a little wonky for this deck, but it's not that out there. Hit the vintage dojo. I will stream vintage eventually. But I kind of want to branch out a bit more into playing different decks before I start streaming vintage. There's this Bitter Triumph. Oh, Brutality. They want to kill my mana source. Okay. Kill my mana source, discard Baleful Strix. Powerful. I think if I got a Goth Triome or like a Jetmir's Garden, my mana base would be so much better. Liliana. Okay. Make me sacrifice. Yeah. I can't get red off this. I can get Indotha Triome. And then I think I want to crack this because this card's not castable. That card's castable. Dread Whispers. A weighted blanket. Oh. Chat, we're not having a good time this draft. I mean, what we have drafted is pretty fair. But I guess it's too fair. I mean, we have some pretty busted cards. The first match we played with this deck, it felt like we were doing something relatively unfair. I mean, I guess this is kind of cool. I don't really want to cycle this because it makes the Turok bigger. Like this Mosswood Dread Knight just kills off Liliana here. Yeah, I'll play this. Can't make me discard stuff if I have no cards in hand. 5 head. Do I need like another red source? Ooh, if this is all they're doing with their turn, then I think I'm okay with that. So I don't think I'm attacking next turn. There's the red source. It's a little late. I'm gonna try to block here. Trade. They could just boot up. If their turn is boot up Tar Pit attack, that's also fine. Yep. Yeah. Take 3. It's not a great answer to Tar Pit. That K command would have been nice to have, I guess. I mean, we were losing it either way. Cracked it off the blood token to try and draw something. Bitter Triumph, huh? And him to Torak? Holy shit. They've got a lot of discard. Their deck looks pretty fair, though. So it looks like we're 2 fair decks against each other. So that's at least a little heartwarming. I don't know if I have a single draw on my deck that'll do anything here. I mean, this can be cast for this. If we draw an instant speed removal spell, we did not. All right. This stream was a mistake. we're just getting our ass kicked. Renegade Rallier I like a little bit better here. Lets me... I mean, Arc Trail can also kind of deal with it. Renegade Rallier is going to let me get back some of the stuff that either gets killed or that gets discarded due to this being a little more of an attrition match. What are my red sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 red sources for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I need another red source. Maybe the Renegade Rallier is overcorrecting. Dark Ritual, I don't think I actually like here. Let's just try this. Is Field worth it? I don't think my mana base can actually support Field super well. Well, I'm going to keep. I'm going to play an Ignoble Hierarch on 1. And then I am going to try and bob on 2. And hopefully Bob is a juicier target than the Hierarch. Dismember. Jesus Christ, they're going aggressive. Yeah. Ooh, could get Magda out. Let's Bob. It's much higher upside if we get to Bob. If we get the run goods with Bob. Okay. They can hit my Magda or my Bone Crusher Giant. Their deck has so much discard. Hymn to Torak, Torak itself, Dreams of Steel and Oil, Collective Brutality, Liliana. Jeesh. That's so much. Took my bones? You took my bones? Take some lands. Okay, that is a land. So I can cycle Troll of Kaza Doom to grab... I think I want Indotha Triome. I'm just going to find Indotha Triome here. Play Elf. Play Indotha Triome. And then if we get him to Torak, we have Minskimbu or Showdown of the Skalds. Untapping and being able to slam both of these, or one of these rather, is pretty good. As long as we just not Magda. Okay. That'll take. Please don't spell pierce me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling alright about this game. Of course, there are a couple ways that this can go wrong. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about with Minskimbu. It's at 4 mana especially. It's kind of messed up. Thinking about Commander and not much else. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I understand that it is a Commander set, but you know, there's something to be said about Like, recognizing that commander players will probably play that card at 5 mana. You know? Ooh, I can get you to 1. Kind of don't want this card to get bigger. So I'm going to do this. I mean, I should have done this first. Also could have tapped that. All right. Yeah, the card is very good no matter where it is. But like commander players, I don't know. I think commander players actually giving a shit between 4 mana and 5 mana, that's not as it's not that big of a deal to them. Certainly not to the people that look at Minsk and Boo and they're like, "Oh, I can't wait to play this because it makes a hamster and it's a red-green +1/+1 counters deck." Yeah, Questing Druid's pretty good, right? Gotta keep this. Because if they have acceleration, then we have tech for them. I want red. I mean, I'm probably getting Ndotha Triome into Blood Crypt.
Using magic.
Yeah. How dare you?
No.
Yeah, let's just do this. Kjart, welcome back for the 7th month. How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for all the support. And the Triome. I don't even know if I want a Questing Druid here. Talisman. Into Baleful Strix. Ooh, into Dothy Voidwalker. Oh, I should have done this. Oops. It's probably not going to matter that much. Do I want this on the field? Yeah, I think so. Doesn't play super well into Liliana, but what does? You know? What does? If they try to Torak me, I'm hoping to obviously keep Blood Chief's Thirst. Oh, well, it's a good magic card. Please no Spell Pierce. You didn't have Spell Pierce last turn. The last game. I don't really feel like they're... I mean, if you have Spell Pierce, you have Spell Pierce. But also just like, I don't know. Don't really take them as being a Spell Pierce deck. They could just grab it. But they seem like they're like very proactive in their deck, in their card choices, you know? End of turn Dark Ritual. Okay. Into Bowmasters. Okay. Are you going to Time Spiral? Or... That's like a play you do if you're about to Time Spiral me. Am I getting Time Spiraled here? No, I'm not. Okay. Black, red, green for that, and then red for that. I think I'm just going to hardcast this troll. Black, red. Green. And then we're going to seek. We're going to bear of the curse, seek, lest. We're getting to the stage of the game where like all their discard cards aren't as good. Yeah, sure, you can do that. You're just draining me. Got no cards in hand. Well, let me questing druid here and see how this informs my blocks until your next end step. Seek the beast. Tribal flames and a forest. Yeah, I can take some damage here. Gonna cast questing druid. So I can deal 10 to them if I want to. We can play Zagoth Triome. I think I'm doing that. I think I like doing this. Just take 10. I miss out on the land drop. 5 from that. Exalted from this. Another 5. I've got 2 blockers. One of them is bigger than both your things. Even if they get rid of one of our blockers, that's fine. They got a lot of cards that they can draw that aren't particularly good. Like their discard cards lose a lot of value. But if they have like draw 7s, then, you know, obviously that's going to be particularly strong. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Great. All right. We 2-1'd. We outfared our fair opponent. Which, yeah. So this deck, I kind of want to look at this deck. Oh wait, how do I do this again? In my previous deck. Are you going to show? Yeah, okay. So our deck was incredibly fair. We did have some messed up cards though. Like, oh, you don't let me move my stuff in this viewing. That's not fair. We have some messed up cards in Cube that I really like. Fury, Shieldred, Minsk, and Boo are like obviously 3 cards that are not real. You know? They're in this there's a category of card that's like, it's not power 9, and it's not the like degenerate combo / close to power 9 cards, like the more fair cards, air quotes. Your Furies, your Palace Jailers, your Minskaboos, and your Shieldreds, and we thankfully had those. And then we also just have like, we had like Dothy Voidwalker, we had, you know, Bob, we had Ignoble, Chain Lightning, Troll is really good. Our mana base was okay, although I think I needed to get 1 more Red X duel. But yeah, no, this deck seemed pretty okay. So let's do another one. Let us do another one. Damn. People just like popping off and streaming Cube non-stop.
Eggs!
Fluffosaurus, welcome back for the 20th month. How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you. Good to see you. Cube for charity starts tonight. Wow. Cube and charity? Okay. This pack kind of stinks, but I think I know what I'm going to take. Actually, I do know what I'm going to take, but I'm curious as to what other people... Here, 1 second. Let me write it down. This is going to be fun. I'm going to write down what I'm going to take, and then you tell me what you think I'm going to take. Got a lot of options here. I mean, not a lot of options. We have a series of cards here that are like not power 9, but pretty good. They're reasonable to take, not super exciting. Seeing a lot of different options, which is really interesting. I'm going to take Grief. So the other option, we have Grief, we have Volcanic Island, we have Flooded Strand, we have Counterspell. Technically a Braid. The big ones are Flooded Strand and Grief. I'm going to take Grief. Grief is great. I mean, if I can wheel Recurring Nightmare, Skyclave Apparition, like I'm down to clown. That, yeah, this card is absurd. Oh, well, oh. Okay, well. I got past a Mox Sapphire. There's also a Shieldred. I'm going to take a Mox. Well, hold on. Is there a world where I take this Shieldred? I mean, I do. Yeah, I love these busted black cards. I'm probably just taking this Mox because Mox is, you know, Mox. I'm going to take this Mox Sapphire, but it's I think it's, well, I don't know if it's closer than I think. I just really love Shieldred. I'm going to take Mox because, you know, it's a Mox. But my brain did go like, now hold on. There's some funny stuff in this pack. I don't think I'm going to wheel Remand. If I could get Curtains, like there's some stuff in here. Take Shieldred and I'll sub. Right, there's Sword of the Meek. There's the Sword of Meek there. There's the that's worth thinking about. If Thopter Foundry comes around, then I can take Sword of the Meek. I'm not taking Sword of the Meek this early. Do not underestimate the power of fast mana. Anytime I make a statement that like anytime I like to think about like, okay, well, there's a Mox, which is always the Mox, and there's a Shieldred. People tend to like there's this tendency for people to try to like pass off this wisdom of like, no, you have to take. I'm taking Fatal Push, by the way. I think Fatal Push is better than taking Strix or taking Jace. They forget who I am. I mean, it's just kind of funny. Like, not it's one of those like, no, I know I do play with Moxen quite a bit. I'm familiar with the power level of these cards. I'm gonna take Fatal Push over Strix. And over Windswept Heath wasn't that appealing of a fetch. This is cheap. It's interactive. It's powerful. Ooh. Okay. Well. Scalding Tarn. Ancient Tomb I'm starting to actually come around on more and more. Which, you know. There's also Probe. Probe's always good. I think I'm taking Scalding Tarn here. Like, there's a Xander's Lounge in that pack with all the busted cards that could wheel. It obviously is just like one of the best fetches that you can have. If I can take the Scalding Tarn and like wheel like a Fiery Confluence, or not Fiery Confluence, Fire Covenant, that's kind of hot. Turns on Revolt for Fatal Push. We gotta find fetchable duels, but I think we can find fetchable duels. Yeah, I'm big stupid. Yeah, I'm not the winningest player in the format anymore. Little humility goes the long way. Ooh, what the fuck? Okay, we have Vamp Tutor and we have Animate Dead. What is going on? And there's a Lorien revealed, and Grim Monolith, and Tundra. What the hell? Am I getting like fed by people? Do I know any of these people? No. I'm gonna take. I think you can make a case to take this Animate Dead, but like Vampiric Tutor is better in more busted decks, but it's also just like really good at doing what it does. Vamp Tutor is fine. Animate Dead obviously really appealing with Grief. But like the Animate Dead decks, I guess I could also play Vamp Tutor. I'm just going to take Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, that pack had Lorien revealed, Grim Monolith, Animate Dead. Jesus, what is going on? Oh, there's Doomsday. There's also Snuff Out. Snuff Out's really good. It's just a free spell. There's Lose Focus, which is all right. I don't think I want to take Doomsday. We have Vamp, but I'm going to take Snuff Out. Snuff Out's a free spell. Look at this. We have 2 free spells. That's kind of hot. Doomsday would go great with our Vamp Tutor. I've gotten a couple of Doomsday drafts out of the way. They did reprint Snuff Out. They reprinted Snuff Out in the Doctor Who decks. It's probably still expensive, but ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take this Inquisition of Kozilek. It's not as good as Thoughtseize or even Duress here, but I will take IOK. I think I like it better than the other cards in this pack. Is there a way to scam Grief? I guess just reanimate. The reanimation spells. Where's... What was I going to look up? I was going to look up a thing. We're basically mono black right now. Do I want to take this Infinite Euro? Do I want to take a Tarmogoyf? Take Otawara? Otawara is not that bad. We did see a show and tell. Show and tell Ulamog's pretty bad. Could take Cabal Ritual. And see if that Doomsday comes around. I think I want Otawara. I'm gonna take Otawara. Just like Otawara. It's like such a low cost of inclusion. The Recurring Nightmare Wield, huzzah. Okay, so if I can get some sick ETBs, we'd love to have Skyclave Apparition in this with this card, but now we just need to find ourselves some cards with ETB abilities, or just like cards that make multiple creatures. There was a Grave Titan it could have maybe wheeled. Depends on what people are looking out for. We got some cool stuff. There's also the Thopter Foundry Sword of the Meek, which it'll be very funny if Thopter Foundry came around but Sword of the Meek didn't. Okay, so there's also Ashen Rider. Ashen Rider is really good with Recurring Nightmare. God, this one's tough. Grave Titan's good with Recurring Nightmare. There's the Thopter Foundry to get the Sword of the Meek. There's also Curtains. Why did all of this have to wheel? Do I want Grave Titan? I think I just want Grave Titan. We got Mox. We can get if we can like grab a Dark Ritual. Yeah. Yeah. Got the Sword of the Meek wield. I'll take Baleful Mastery. Yeah, you could just hard cast this card. It's fine. It's a lot nicer to hard cast if you have some ramp, which we currently have a Mox. We could pick up a Dark Ritual. Move that Mastery to 2. Oh, but then it would create a new pile. I don't know if I'm playing Mastery in every deck. You could take Pentad Prism or Hollowed Fountain. I'm going to take Pentad Prism. Pentad Prism gives me ramp into Grave Titan. What? Why? No. This is like one of the best cards in the cube. This is like a top card in the... What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Ooh, Doomsday? I'm not playing this Doomsday, but I might play Haunted Ridge if I get into Black-Red. Oh my god. This card... Some of the cards in this cube are so weird, like the new editions. Like, I don't get this. Like, I guess you can have it be like a 3 mana +5/+5 or whatever. Just does not make much sense to me. Okay. Well, we have a Bob. We have a Wheel of Fortune. It sucks that we don't have a Shieldred. I could take Wheel of Fortune. This pack's kind of stinks. I don't really... Do I want to take first pick Bob? Am I taking this Wheel of Fortune? I could take Mystic Confluence. Wheel of Fortune tends to work well with the fast mana. Tends to work well with other... like Orcish Bowmasters. We don't have a Shieldred, no. I could take Hull Breacher. Like later on if I see a Hull Breacher or if I see a Orcish Bowmasters. Or I could take Bob. I could just like plant that I'm one of the few black drafters. Is Bob better? I'm going to take Wheel of Fortune. There's Twister. So now we can have Wheel and Twister. Really... God, this would have been such an interesting time to pick that Shieldred. There's also Night's Whisper, Blue-Black, Talisman, Lotus Petal. I think I'm going to take Twister and then hope to grab another... hopefully grab like Orcish Bowmasters or Hull Breacher. There's Dark Ritual. There's Inti. I think I want Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual is really good. Obviously, it works well with the draw 7s, works well with this a lot of these black cards that we have. Take Dark Ritual and then wheel. We could wheel Inti. We could wheel Inferno Titan. No, we haven't seen Bowmasters. We haven't seen Hull Breacher yet. I'll take Dark Ritual. Ooh. Fairy Mastermind plus the draw 7s. Mishra's Bauble, Blood Chief's Thirst, Liliana of the Veil. Liliana of the Veil seems very weird with draw 7s. I rip apart your hand, and then I draw extra cards. Arid Mesa, not currently doing anything. I think it's Bauble or Blood Chief's Thirst. I'm going to take... I don't think I'm taking this Lily. We could take Ophiomancer, but I think Ophiomancer can wheel. I'm going to take Mishra's Bauble. There's a Tendrils. I do have draw 7s. I could just take Rona if I'm doing some reanimation stuff. Rona's like the only... I mean, there's a Phyrexian Metamorph. I'm going to take Rona. I bet I could wheel this Tendrils too. If Doomsday came all the way around, holy shit. There's a Reanimate. Okay. I'm going to take Reanimate. And then if I can wheel Tar Pit, that'd be exciting. Gush. There's Bone Shards. I'll take Bone Shards. Pretty good with the Reanimation deck. Don't think I'm doing any Doomsday Gush stuff. Okay, I need some big idiots, though. Like Archon... Grave Titan is fine to reanimate, but not exactly what you're looking for, you know? It does work well with the Recurring Nightmare package. But like I want a little bit more. Want a little bit. Channel. I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. I'm going to take Rankle just to get the black card out of the pack. How the fuck did that Reanimate come around? This card is so messed up. It's not just a Reanimator card. It's a I'm playing creatures in my deck card. Let's pray for an Archon. Give me an Archon of Cruelty. Give me a... I mean, a Gristlebrand would be cool too. I mean, Entomb would be good. There's a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff that we could pick up. Bunch of stuff that we could pick up. Are we forcing Storm? Well, the tendrils could come around. Don't know how I feel about Animate Dead on prime time. I'm gonna take this Molten Collapse because if I get into a more dedicated... Wow, Night's Whisper and Talisman did not wheel. That's fine. The priorities on this cube are a little off. I don't really want Corpse Dance. I don't know if I'm going to be a Corpse Dance deck. I might play Firebolt, though. We might cast a Firebolt. Don't currently have... haven't seen any great fetchable duels. We had Xander's Lounge, but that's it. Like, I don't need that many duels or cards. We have very few creatures as well. Reanimating Grief over and over again can just kill people. No, we haven't seen Archon. We saw Ashen Rider, which I guess is an Archon. But we haven't seen Archon of Cruelty. Good news, you cut Echoing Depths from your aggro gladiator list. I'm so proud of you. Very proud of you. Ooh, Inferno Titan's like an alright card to reanimate. Again, Grave Titan and Inferno Titan, you can cast them. You can also reanimate them. Like, you're not the happiest to do either, but, you know. I have a very odd song stuck in my head. I have the like music that plays in Baki, like Baki the Grappler, after somebody does a very dramatic hit. They're like bow down, 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 bow down, down, down. Like that kind of music. I don't know why. Bow down, down, down. Yeah, we took Mox over Shelly. But I didn't like it. I mean, I kind of liked it. I liked it because I got a Mox. Stuck in the Piss Tetrahedron? What is the Piss Tetrahedron? Is it this thing that I just saw on Twitter? Piss Tetrahedron. Baki, Piss, and Tetrahedron. Oh, I see. Now that you've got more what the fuck am I looking at? Am I winning? Well, we went 2 on last draft. And now we are currently drafting a deck that looks all right. We got the makings of a pretty strong deck here. Time for Mono Black Storm. Nah. Only two Titans. I'd prefer to be on just one of them. Just one Titan. So we got a couple of different avenues that we can go down. We can maybe even cut blue, because we have Bone Shards, Liliana, Rankle. Technically, we have ways of discarding cards here. We have this like Wheel of Fortune Time Twister package. We could just play Wheel. We could play Twister as well. It's always kind of funny to like cast a draw 7 and then reanimate an idiot, because it's like, haha, now you have 7 fresh cards to potentially answer my big dork. And it's like, okay, I can do that because I have 7 fresh cards. I also have 7 fresh cards. But you know, I likely have spent some of them to reanimate a card. And with Time Twister, it mucks my graveyard too. So I'm a little wonky on some of this. Is one of the people next to me AFK? Wow, this pack sucks. Oh my god. There is like nothing here. I'm not gonna first pick a Black Cleave Cliffs. Marsh Flats is not exactly what I want to grab. Am I just grabbing Shieldred's Edict? Oh, that stinks. This pack is so bad. I'm gonna take the Shieldred's Edict. First picking Black Cleave Cliffs should send a message to all your loved ones that you are indeed in need of some support. Jesus. That's so like I first pick Black Cleave Cliffs, then all of a sudden you get a bunch of care packages. People telling you how much they love you. Should have taken the Shelly over Mox. Hate to see it. What did I fucking say? I mean, I think obviously Mox is still pretty good. If I had taken the Shieldred, we could have drafted a primarily black deck. We could have been like black-red, splashing these two draw 7s. Oh, well, this is a good card to grab. It's a good card for Recurring Nightmare and Reanimation. I'm going to take this Fury. I mean, we're already kind of doing just black-red. Yeah, this deck doesn't look that bad. And I can put... We can put some stuff over here. Yeah, Fury. This card is messed up. I want some other cheap creatures. I think last pack we already saw Blood Tithe Harvester, which is a little unfortunate. Thank you for the raid, Fireflight. Welcome, folks. Hope you had a good stream. We're playing some vintage Cube. And, yeah, we have a deck. I would still like one, like, game-ending idiot. And, I mean, the obvious cards, Entomb, Archon of Cruelty or Gristlebrand. And a Mana Vault. Wow. I'm going to take... Ooh. I have Vampiric Tutor, and this feels like it could be a pretty good Mana Vault deck, right? Mine more of a Mana Vault deck than a Demonic Tutor deck. Well, let's see. We have some big idiots that are all pretty castable. We have redundancy in tutors through Vamp and Demonic. If we take the Demonic. I think given the fact that I'm going to be... like, that I have more free spells. Like, I have a bunch of these free spells. I'm going to take Demonic Tutor, but I think it's close. Because I think this could be a Mana Vault deck. There's also a Putrid Imp. Putrid Imp wheels, I think I'm going to play it. But, yeah, this deck could be a Mana Vault deck. Demonic Tutor, obviously, very powerful. We do have, I think, one strike against Mana Vault is that we have Dark Ritual, so we already kind of have a Mana Vault. Ugh. Am I playing this cup? Don't think I'm playing cup. Do I secretly have a Storm deck? What if I take Rain of Filth and wheel Yawgmoth's Will? What if I take Yawgmoth's Will and wheel Rain of Filth? I don't think I'm playing this cup. Yeah, you know what? Because we have the Tendrils, we have Demonic Tutor and Vamp Tutor, we have Time Twister and Wheel of Fortune and Dark Ritual. We didn't take the Cabal Ritual, but I took a card that I would play, right? Get Rain of Filth. What the fuck are some of these cube cards? What is going on? Why are some of these cards in the cube? I'll take Preordain. I was pretty high on some of the changes to this cube. Like I like some of the cuts, I think is what I'm saying. I like some of the cuts that they have made. However, some of the additions I don't get it. They're just like not good Magic cards. Wheeler Cube when? I mean, I'm going to be doing there's a cube draft scheduled for Friday Night Paper Fight early in the new year. That's going to be using my cube or one of my cubes. Vintage All-Star Heart of Kieran. I mean, Heart of Kieran's kind of funny because it's like, yeah, if you play these, oh, okay, hold on. Holy shit. So there's obviously Necromancy. There's also Troll of Khazad Doom. If Animate Dead wielded, what do I have? I have Animate Dead and I have Grief and I have Reanimate. I think I need to take this Troll, although Troll doesn't currently find black-red, but it gives me another reanimation target, which I don't think I'm getting. So there's like Troll, there's Copter, and Necromancy. They're all very good. I don't think I have enough creatures for Copter, but maybe I don't have enough creatures for Recurring Nightmare. I'm going to take this Troll. And I don't know if I'm going to be happy about it. But I think I'm going to take Troll out of necessity. Dead Prism. This. There's Archon. That's a great gut. Okay. We've got an Archon. Now I'm obviously regretting not taking the Necromancy. Watch Necromancy wheel. But yeah, this Yawgmoth's Will is not getting played. We've got cards. I might not be on Recurring Nightmare, although it works well with Grave Titan, but I don't have any of the cheap creatures. So then when I'm on... I mean, it works well with Grave Titan. Maybe I should have grabbed Necromancy. Really did not think I'd be getting this card so late in the pack. Because it looked like somebody was doing... it looked as though somebody was drafting Sneak Attack, given some of the cards that didn't wheel. Wait. What is... we need to... This has got to stop. This has got to stop. Entomb, Flash... and him. I'm going to take Entomb because it's Entomb. What the fuck? What is going on? Can I do Recurring Nightmare with Evoke Elementals? No, you can only do this as a sorcery. Oh, Christ. No, there are black drafters at this table because there are black cards that are like black mid-range cards that did not wheel. While there are other cards that were better, as in like a larger scale. I guess I'll take this Black Cliffs. God, so weird. I think that some of the holes in my game plan or in my ability as a drafter have been shown where I made picks assuming certain cards and strategies were not going to wheel or come around, because who the fuck lets Archon and Entomb and Reanimate and Animate Dead? Like, do you not see that late Animate Dead and go, oh, I should get into this? Like, I do think that there's somebody, potentially multiple people, that are just really highly prioritizing lands. Because we're not seeing any dual lands be passed, like, or shocks. Could also just be a weird draft in general, but yeah, you just play this because it's Mox, even if it is an off-color Mox. What's the combo with this card? Like, why is this card in the cube? I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, it's I've been confronted with some odd choices from other people at the draft, and I don't think I've capitalized on them. The Rain of Filth wield. There's always the pivot to Storm. If I get that Necromancy back, there's no God. I don't think there were other good cards in that pack, though. Yeah, like, none of these are real Magic cards. I don't really want to reanimate Titan. So this would have to be Necromancy? If I last pick Necromancy. Yeah, I should have taken Necromancy over this Troll. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this Recurring Nightmare. I don't think I will be. That's okay, though. Our cards are just like reasonable, fair cards. Most of our reanimation targets. And then we just have like tutors that can set up a combo of Archon plus stuff. So what if I do this? At 16 plus a Mox. And like these are just free spells. Yeah, this looks okay. But for the sake of for the sake of curiosity, what if I do this? It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Alright. Bone Shards, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Fatal Push, IOK, Reanimate, Vamp, Firebolt, Molten Collapse. I could play Pentad Prism. This card is closer to Grim Monolith than you think. Oh, yeah. We have 3 black-red duels. They're not the best ones to have, obviously, but Yeah, this draft was weird. I don't know how I feel about it. Don't know how I feel about what I did. I expected my pod mates to draft better. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I guess that is one of my failings as a cube drafter, is expecting is thinking too much instead of just picking cards off power, you know? I was overthinking it at times when I should just pick the best card. 5 head. Why, the answer is simple. You pick the best card. But yeah, we have Entomb. We have Tutors. This deck looks okay. Archon's pretty good at killing people. And we have some hand attack. We got a Mox. We got some pretty strong fair creatures. Fair creatures. Yeah, I'd say we're doing all right. I'd say we're doing all right. Am I right, gamers? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have, oh, yeah, I'll keep this. I should have asked the classic engagement question of, hey, people that celebrate Christmas, that receive presents on Christmas, who here got magic cards and what did you get? Or do you think it's weird to get magic cards for gifts? Personally, I always found it a little difficult. Simultaneously, the easiest thing in the world is someone's like, I don't know what to get you for a gift or what I should do. It's like, well, if you buy me magic cards, I will find a way to use them. And then, but simultaneously being like, look, I don't really need magic cards. I've got magic cards. This is counterspell mana. I'm going to go for this big play that tries to kill you. Please don't kill me. They had counterspell. Okay. We can Molten Collapse this fast bond. If they play a draw 7, it's pretty bad. Time Walk? Okay, that's... yeah. Ooh. Maybe this and Fatal Push are a reason to play... What? Wait, what? What? Do I want to get rid of this now? I'm a little worried about them using it for something nefarious. I want you to draw an extra card with this card. No, just kill this now. It's a lot of mana. I don't exactly want a Wheel of Fortune against my opponent in this spot. Carnosaur. Oracle of Moldiah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take 9. Deck has Time Walk, Fast Bond. Oh, Mystical. You all right there, honey? Oh, okay. Didn't want that Fabled, or didn't want that Mystic Confluence. And not attacking. Okay. If they just have another counterspell in hand, it's pretty bad for us. Lorien revealed. Great. Good talk. I guess they don't have fast spawn now. Maybe I do fire off this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Ooh, or not. I'm going to try to do this. Discarding Pest Infestation. Okay. Okie dokie. Drawing a Lorien revealed. Well, they have a Lelia. Yeah, we could maybe die. They discarded Sail into the West. They have Flash in their deck? What the fuck? Are they gonna like Flash Trumpeting Carnosaur me? They have Hull. Oh, damn. My opponent's deck looks sick. Genuinely a very cool deck from my opponent. And they have Ragavan. And a Cryptic Command? Oh my god. Am I dead? Might be dead. Well. They're gonna Cryptic Command me. Counter draw. Is there... If I Demonic Tutor, no matter what I Demonic Tutor, it's I want them to have to blow it here. Yeah. What up, Sheebam? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, if they bounce the Archon. Rug good stuff. They have some overlapping synergies, for sure. They have Fast Spawn works well with Draw 7s, which works well with a Flash I don't know about. Flash is a little scary to me. Got 5 mana, potentially more with this Dark Ritual. I mean, I could just grab Grief. Think I like grabbing Grief a little bit more than grabbing basically anything else. I'm gonna take this Lelia. Okay. Got this Archon of Cruelty. We could also maybe deck them with Wheel of Fortune. I mean, they have a Hull Breacher, so it seems bad. But it's kind of funny. You are going to Ragavan me. Oh. Yeah, I will block. Sure. discard that, and I go up to 11. And then they die? Okay. Uh-huh. Then you die. Yeah. So they have like Rug, Fast Bond, Draw Sevens, Hull Breacher, Fairy Mastermind, Time Walk. They're like Rug, Fast Bond, Time Walk, Draw Seven. I mean, I said the exact same thing twice. Got a bunch of creatures. I think I just run it back. I like the deck we have. I run it back. They got a bunch of gross stuff. Well, good to know they have Counterspell too. Yeah, I think I keep this. I'm a little scared of their flash though. Like flash Worldspine Worm's pretty scary for me. Shock, pass. Okay. Not going to expose myself to a wasteland if I don't have to. Yogwill to flashback a card or two against counterspells might be alright. Alternatively, they just let the Yogwill resolve and then counter whatever I try to Yogwill, and then it's just like a shitload of mana for not a lot of progress, you know? But I do like the way you think. Ooh. It's kind of a fun card to draw. The Friday night Kickstarter just went live, so I can actually talk about it. Very cool. An Audric thing. The Audric thing was blown out of proportion for a bit. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. It is true. Friday Nights is back in POG form. Fable. I don't know if I want to Fatal Push this just yet. Okay, now I know I don't want to Fatal Push it. Do I want to... No. I don't think I want to play around Days, especially after that resolved so quickly. Here's an Archon. And now you have one card in hand. I got a Liliana on 5. I obviously will not talk about Friday Nights until... I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything that we have planned. Oh, that's fun. But, yeah. Very, very excited to do this. If you couldn't tell by my monotone voice. Speaking of which, I have a very funny thing. Let me see if I can find it. This shit is just so funny to me. From the Loading Ready Run subreddit 6 days ago. Is Ben Wheeler autistic? I'd like to preface this by saying Wheeler is one of my favorite people on the channel. He's just so fun to listen to and seems like an absolute blast to play a game of Magic with. So I'm on an LRR binge, and every time I watch an episode with Ben, I can't help but wonder. The deadpan face jokes, the encyclopedic knowledge of cards. These things and others make me wonder if he's neurodivergent in some way. Anyone else wonder about this or know the answer? Now, a couple of things. One, obviously just not an appropriate thing to say. Just not a polite thing to ask. Two, I would be more upfront about like, yeah, you fucking think, if I didn't realize that three, this person is probably somewhere on the spectrum or has some issue with, you know, kind of with social evaluation as well. So, you know, it was very funny to see because it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of very funny stuff that gets popped up where it's like, yeah. But I guess maybe that's a side effect where it's like not my entire personality, you know? A large part of my identity and personality, it doesn't come from my neurodivergence or anything like that. And so maybe that, yeah, maybe that is a, causes that kind of stuff. Deadpan jokes equal autism. Yeah, you heard it here first. It's, to me, I find that kind of thing pretty funny. But also not really a thing that you should keep around due to, you know, precedence. I'm going to keep this hand. We can really destroy people. Yeah, I'm open about it because people, you know, there's a more polite way that it gets brought up or discussed, or I bring it up. It's just, you know. How's it going? Pretty all right. It's also, I'm fortunate enough that I have had like an actual diagnosis, and that diagnosis came from a relatively young age. And so it was something that I was aware of, you know, before it became cool. This is not the card I want to see when this is my hand. I'm here to try and ruin my opponent's day if they're just playing a bunch of creatures. And this is typically a card that shows up at a deck where they're not playing a bunch of creatures. Now, if we draw Entomb, it's a different story. Also, just pooping out like a 3/3 double striker on turn 1 is not really going to end many games here. Batterskull. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna fire this off. I don't want to deal with a Batterskull. I could reanimate it. Find my own Batterskull. Or I could just chill. I could chill. I can chill. A Batterskull. This stream is brought to you by Batterskull. No, that just sounds like a fucking... sounds like a BetterHelp phrenology kind of app. Oh, this currency converter hasn't done anything, which is kind of cool. I'm just hitting land drops here. Hitting my land drops. They can discard a land here, untap, make a treasure token, and then slam Batterskull, which is pretty good. Or you could play a Grim Monolith. That's also fine. Yeah, I'm just going to keep passing, hold up this Baleful Mastery. I'm a little worried about them having some like super top end big mana card that I can't really deal with. Okay, we don't have to worry about Batterskull. I think a Grief would be a pretty strong draw as well. Although, obviously, Grief into a currency converter just fuels them. I mean, Archon or Grave Titan would be pretty nice. Shorakai. Uh-oh. That's a really powerful magic card. They didn't want to use their mana to Shorakai? This deck doesn't have an Abrade. I need to like catch them in a spot where they crew with this card, but usually that doesn't happen. I'd take a Demonic Tutor. I'd take an Entomb. Troll. Troll's fine. Troll kills people dead. Yeah, I kind of need to get this party started. Because if I don't, then they're just going to drown me in Shorakai value. This card's really good. It's like if Jace the Mind Sculptor were playable in 2023. Soon to be 2024. How are they going to beat my 6/5 unblockable? I mean, they can make enough pilot tokens to potentially block. Fury's pretty good at clearing up pilot tokens. Ledger Shredder. Okay. The one kind of annoying thing about my opponent's deck is that there's so many spots where it's going to ask me to do things. It's just like, Shorakai? It's like, no, you can resolve that. And they're like, okay. Currency converter trigger? It's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Currency converter activated ability? Yeah, no, keep doing that. Okay, currency convert. It's just over and over. Oh, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. This is where we need Archon. Or something. Troll can maybe get by this a little bit. I mean, they're not really blocking profitably. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this sideways. I might play out this Fury as well. Like, just to put some pressure on the board. This thing gets Menace, right? Could play this Liliana. Although, upticking Liliana against an opponent with Shorakai doesn't really do anything. But usually when people see this card, they chimp out and they try to kill her. Okay, well, they took 6. I'm a little terrified. They might have Sword of the Meek too, which is kind of hot because they have Stoneforge Mystic, so they could Stoneforge for Sword of the Meek. What are you doing? Playing this isn't really doing much. It either eats this and then dies, or it ticks up and then I'm the one that's falling behind on card advantage. I think I'm just passing and holding up my mana with this Baleful Mastery. I didn't want to Restless Vents because that exposes my 2/3 to just getting blocked and killed. And I want to have double red. Yeah, we're kind of just chilling for now. Ahoy, J-Bro, how you doing? Playing some Cube. Yeah, Inferno Titan would be pretty alright. It gets past It does kind of just get jump blocked, but it can at least push some damage. I don't know why I'm talking with like a Dutch accent. It can push some damage with the burn. Gravetime would be good too if we can get it going. Just like building to the board in like a meaningful way is something I'm hoping to do. This is a sick combo. Yeah, I'm extremely here for the bullshit my opponent's up to. I just wish that I wasn't on the receiving end. But now we can Fury to clean up this board. They might try to go aggro a Shorikai, but my opponent seems to know what they're doing with this card, so don't know if this card's ever getting crude. Treachery on my troll. Yeah. This could also just be a scouting mission. We're out here to see what does my opponent's deck do. It's doing it very slowly, but I can find out what they're up to. We can maybe deck them. I'm at 13. I'm not decking them. Wait a minute. I'm not decking them. I'm at 13. Go to Bone Shards this. I'm going to pitch this Liliana. You got counter magic in that deck? And then I'm going to try to clean up the board a little bit. Okay, they got Mana Leak in their deck too. That's worth knowing. They got a Mana Leak. How much damage can you output? They could set up to just kill me in 2 turns. Yeah. Don't know how well our deck is going to do. They got a Wandering Emperor. Okay. Good. Didn't need to show me this information. Oh, they have exactly 13, right? They get to Shorikai here. Okay. Okay. So their deck operates on an axis that our deck kind of struggles to deal with unless we go fast. And I don't know if I have much to change that. Rankle's kind of funny. It does run into the Thopter tokens. But I feel like my deck is going to get more out of Rankle than... Well, I like Firebolt for my red count. Than Fatal Push? Like, what is Fatal Push doing for me? They have a Ledger Shredder. They have a Stoneforge Mystic. So maybe, actually, Rankle doesn't do anything. Maybe we just run it back. Yep. Yeah, they had it. I forgot to incorporate the Shorikai damage, but they definitely had it without the Emperor. Well, we have a Demonic Tutor. We have a Troll of Khazad Doom. I don't have a way to put this Archon in my graveyard. And I don't have... I don't know if I can... I don't think Demonic Tutor for Dark Ritual is going to do it here. This is only finding Black Source. Demonic Tutor for Wheel. Like the way you think, Mike. Yeah, I think it's too juicy to pass this off, you know. Yeah, I think I like what we're cooking here. We got Demonic Tutor. It also depends on what my opponent's start is. Biff, welcome back for the 55th month. Jesus Christ. How are you doing? How you been? Glad to have you. Good to see you. That's so much time. No. Well, I can Molten Collapse this card at least. Thank you for all the support. All right, we got all these big idiots. Getting a Liliana into a currency converter stinks. I'm going to try to resolve this demonic tutor. You got Force Will in your deck? Do I just want to get Molten Collapse here? Or do I get Reanimate? Molten Collapse might actually just be the card to get. Because we can descend with the Troll if we really need to. I'm going to get this Molten Collapse. This might be one of the weakest demonic tutors I've cast in my life, but... Because we can turn on Descend with the Troll, and we can deal with this currency converter. We have other cards that we can draw to put stuff in the graveyard. But like... I was really hoping they wouldn't have this on one. Oh, well, thankfully we can start just hard casting cards. I didn't even know this card was in the cube. I'm getting mucked by... Oh, well, there it is. I'm getting mucked by new Capenna cards. As per usual. I don't actually need to expose the Troll just yet. Do I need to Molten Collapse then? If they play a creature, I can Liliana it. Get this card out of here. We might just be on the plan of cast this Fury and Inferno Titan. But I'm a little scared of my opponent's deck. I didn't pick up on a Braid, which was a little... Or a Fiery Confluence. I mean, Confluence is a bit of a different story. If they have Spell Pierce, it's a little gross. Yeah, this deck has a lot of good going for it, but then also just a couple of like... It looks better on paper than it plays, I think. Because you're like, this Troll doesn't find a dual land. And you can just run into a spot where you're just kind of drawing dead. A lot of the times, because so many of the cards are reactive. But our reactive cards don't even hit every little problem piece that you're bound to run into in Vintage Cube. So it's a little weird. Yeah, this reanimation plan is off the table. They got a Wandering Emperor up. I think I want to do this. I'm not going to catch them with their pants down. But a Wandering Emperor... If they Wandering Emperor me, they can kill off the Liliana. And then I can Fury them. Or Inferno Titan if I draw the land. Yeah, this feels tough. Ooh. Opponent really in the tank over this Liliana. Or they're double queuing. I didn't actually see if it said that they were double queuing. Oust. Yeah, I don't want to boot up the Restless Fence because then we get got by the Wandering Emperor multiple different ways. It's kind of funny. They didn't need to show us that card. They don't even have it, or they don't want to play it. Do they not want to lose it to, whatchamacallit? Baleful Mastery? They could just have Mana Leak up. You gonna V-click me? I think I want to do this. Prismatic ending? Ooh, do I throw this firebolt at their face? Instead of playing Inferno Titan? Like, I don't want to play this Titan into a mana leak. And I don't know if they're a deck that can actually afford to keep up mana leak for the rest of the... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I don't think they're a deck that can afford to keep up mana leak for the rest of the game. At least not without their... You know, they don't have the converter set up. They don't have... Yeah, they don't currently have that. They could have drawn the Wandering Emperor this turn. Don't really want to Inferno Titan into this mana leak. Because the Resolve Titan is also just like kind of not vulnerable, but like Titan's not clearing anything. It's just pushing 3 to the face and then just losing to a couple of cards they have. Interesting. They only exiled their Ledger Shredder. So they have Snapcaster Mage in their deck? Looter Scooter. Alright, well... Now it's starting to get to a spot where I want to play this Inferno Titan. Yeah, this Reanimate's not doing anything. Let's tick up. Treachery. That's another card that they have in their deck, but... Yeah, don't exactly want to Inferno Titan. Now I'm fine Inferno Titaning. If their last card is Mana Leak, so be it. If it's Wandering Emperor, that's not great for us, but, you know. At least it's likely not gas. They don't have a creature to crew the Unlicensors, which is nice. And, like, we can Fury their creature or Edict with the Liliana. We could even, if they go, like, play my creature... and then threaten. Okay. Balance. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Balance. Holy shit. I mean, I guess that's fine. Is this a may? I may discard a card if I do draw a card. I'm just gonna play out this and not further fuel. Like, I'm gonna pitch the card anyways, and like all my cards are pretty expensive. I think I just want to ramp up some mana too. I don't know, like a lot of the cards that I draw just don't do anything here. Make myself sacrifice a creature. Yeah, the Lily +1 and do nothing. Okay. You got a mana leak? Yeah, you do. Do I just alt this right away? Yeah, I think I do. I'm gonna alt this Liliana. I'm going to do this. Which way, Western Man? Okay. Interesting. What is the card in their hand? Ooh, Grief's a pretty good draw. They have... I don't, like, think that they keep... Oh, they play a 2-drop. That's not a 2-drop. That's not what I was talking about. It's kind of a funny magic card. I'm going to get down a 3-power menace creature. And then fire off a Vamp Tutor. You don't have like a lightning bolt. Do I have a 3-mana card that can push a bunch of damage? I mean, Grave Titan's just like a really good card to get here, right? I'm gonna take this Grave Titan. What if they added Opposition Agent to the cube? Oh. Yeah, why not? Card's miserable. I could add it. Okay. They could have like a Wrath effect in their deck. Like they're on this like, ooh, Ponder. Okay. Ponder to action. We beat out Batterskull, right? If they draw Batterskull. The One Ring. Oh no. Fuck. Oh, not a Colonnade? Oh shit. Oh, they don't have Colonnade mana. Alright, they got protection from everything. Come on, Bone Crusher Giant that we do not have in our deck. We at least get to make some more zombies. Yeah, I'll convert this into... Sure. Alright, opponent. My opponent's deck is sick. At 5. You finished by? Wait, you mean you're from Finland? Hey Ben, I've finished by. And I'm so happy for you. I think I'm rocking it back. I mean, maybe the Rankle, now that they've changed, would be okay, but I feel like that, again, that's overcorrecting. Let's just run it back. You've read all of they've read all of Business Insider? Wow. All of it? That's a lot. There's so much Business Insider. 230. Yeah, that'll work for me. All right, I have one last family obligation to partake in, but that's not for like, well, I said 2:30. We got time. It's, oh shit. Yeah, I'm going to keep. Our deck is primarily black sources. And if we can do this on turn 1, it's broken. If we can do it on turn 2, it's really good. Yeah, okay. And I can grief. Dark Ritual. Do I want to grief them first? I think I want to grief them first. Do I care about any of these cards? No, because I'm going to reanimate. Maybe I care about Thopter Foundry. Prismatic Ending. How does this go poorly? This goes poorly by them drawing Oust. I can leave the more expensive cards. Thopter Foundry might actually give them an additional block. I'm going to get rid of the Thopter Foundry. Entomb. I'm casting Entomb. Archon of Cruelty. And I'm casting Demonic Tutor. Reanimate. I'm casting Reanimate for Archon of Cruelty. This is kind of a messed up turn one. Alright, now don't draw Oust. Okay, that was an Oust. I guess maybe I should have taken Treachery. Yeah, if I had taken... Well, now it's okay. I was going to say, maybe you take Treachery in case they go like Land Grim Monolith. Yeah. Simone, welcome back for the 54th month. Why do the holidays make me sleepy? Because you're filling up on all this like heavy food and like nobody's really doing anything. And yeah, I feel you. I too get EP around the holidays. Thank you for the 54 months. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that was gross. And Strong Chonkler, welcome back for the 22nd month. 22 months. More like 22 mana. For real, though. Thank you and happy holidays. Hey, don't thank me. Thank Kiefer. And also, happy holidays. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I have a Nuts Reanimator deck. I think our deck's good. It pretty good. We have a lot of wildly powerful stuff going on. But this is also the case of I didn't draft to sideboard as well. I mean, I kind of did. Some stuff I went a little memey. We obviously have power. Oh, did I want to do this? Yeah, I wanted to do this, right? I wanted to add this and cut that. We mostly have, we have a piece of power in Mox Sapphire here. We have a lot of the, like, these cards are absurd. They're not technically power 9, but they are absolutely cracked and absurd. And they're not like banned in Legacy or restricted in Vintage. You know, Fury, Grief, and Entomb and Archon, like this fucking rules. This is a 6 set of cards. We got Troll. We got, you know, we have Reanimate, we have Demonic and Vamp. We got this Animate Dead so goddamn late. I can't believe how late we got this Animate Dead. But then there are little cracks in like the deck where I have this Recurring Nightmare, but I don't have enough stuff to do it. I picked this Troll when I should have picked something else because this Troll only finds black. It doesn't actually fix our mana. We have cards like this Wheel of Fortune that seemed like it'd be pretty good, but am I actually, like, realistically, I'm gonna go to Wheel? I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to bring in this Pentad Prism, which I'm going to more likely use to accelerate to my big idiots than I am going to cast Wheel of Fortune, I think. There's this Rankle over here. Do I want to do this? Am I treating this card kind of like a Grim Monolith? It doesn't let me cast a 6-drop on 3. Like, do I want this Wheel of Fortune? Having a bunch of mana in one turn is kind of hot. Yeah, I kind of want to rock this. Like, there's a bunch of stuff going on where, like, on the surface it looks extremely powerful, and it can. Like, you saw that game 2 or the game 3 there. That was messed up. Ooh. Do I vampiric tutor for a land? And I can reanimate Grave Titan. Do I keep this? I'm gonna vamp tutor for Blackcleave Cliffs. I have a way to kill their creature. 2 ways to kill creatures. I can kill also just like if they're the like Planeswalker deck, they get a very quick Oko or like a Teferi or something. We have ways of getting rid of that. I have a backup tutor. I have acceleration. I think I keep this. Yeah, this hand has a lot of good going for it, so I think I keep this. It's a little greedy, but you know, it's the holiday season. Hi Wheeler, I have good news. I finally have an apartment with my boyfriend. The first thing I said to the landlord was, "Thank you for having me. It's great to be here." And he wanted to sign the papers immediately. Congratulations, Kitty Corn. That's great. That line, unironically, "Thank you for having me. It's great to be here." That is going to do so much heavy lifting. It's polite. It's friendly. It's great. I think I'm going to fire off Demonic Tutor instead of loading up the Pentad Prism. I'll get a Reanimate. And then next turn we can Bone Shards into Reanimate. And I also have Snuff Out if I need to. It's an all-rounder of a phrase. It's so good. Also, thank you for all the support. That means a lot to me. And yeah, again, congratulations. Who let this twink inside? Am I just going to deal a bunch of damage to myself? This card is not going to be an issue yet. I do need to Bone Charts this, so I think I don't need to snuff this out. Yeah, let's just take 2 here. Well. I could also just kill these 2 cards. Think I'm doing this. They might spend their mana on something else. Yeah, give me your fucking Rathalos. Give me your drunk elf, please. Twinks have rights. Yeah, and I've been supportive. This isn't even a twink. Rathalos is just like an old elf that drinks all the time. Right? Like that's his whole shtick. Yeah. Save the snuff. Take the 2 early to save the snuff out to potentially put our opponent into a spot where they spend their entire turn doing that. This could backfire though. We got the 6. Like red-green decks, they can kill you dead. Yeah, I'm just setting it back. Oh, I could have brought in Titan. Actually, from last game, not this game. I could have brought in Titan in the last match. I think the artifacts that they showed me would lead me to bring in Titan, but then the fact that they included in License Hearst and I pivoted to just do something else says otherwise. Ooh, well, I'm gonna have the Mulligan in this hand. You know what? I'm going to keep. Turn 2 Grief. Against a hand that plays out their cards pretty quickly. Also, you know, we could draw, Reanimate, and do... I don't really want to Fatal Push this card. Yeah, we won game 1. Yeah, my family goes hard. My mom, God bless her. I've said this plenty of times. I'm a mama's boy. That sounds great, I think. I'm, you know, love that woman. Would do anything for that woman. And so even though I'm not a big holiday guy, and Kiefer's not a big holiday guy, I will, for Christmas, I will oblige and do the whole, like, we do a Christmas Eve thing, and then we do Christmas breakfast, and then there's Christmas breakfast, and then there's Christmas dinner, and then there's Boxing Day, like leftover dinner. It's just so much. It's a lot. Oh, look at that hand. Ooh. That's a hell of a hand. Oh no. Oh, they're grazing. Ooh, Ricky Bobble. I'm gonna play this Bobble. What do I got? Liliana of the Veil. Okay. I missed out on drawing my land. Or playing my land this turn. I think I want Liliana of the Veil. It's pretty good when they're this low on cards. Although, obviously, this Arboreal Grazer is going to make it a little awkward. If they have Gaia's Cradle, I might Fatal Push this Elvish Reclaimer. Windswept Heath. Ooh. I mean, maybe I should have Fatal Pushed this anyways, but I doubt that they have anything too exciting. I mean, I guess this could be fixing. Do they have another color? Okay. So their hand is Wasteland? And they're not attacking. Okay. Don't have double red for Fury if we draw it. Do I just want to kill this thing? Yeah, I kind of want to kill this thing. It's going to start getting a little threatening. Like, they could double block and pump it. And I lose my grief, which is currently my only piece of pressure. Yeah. So they do have Gaia's Cradle. That's very interesting that they did not grab the Gaia's Cradle before. Now I have Whacking Day stuck in my head. Oh, whacking day, oh, whacking day. We'll bear. No, what is it? We'll break their backs, pull out their eyes, their evil hearts will pulverize. Oh, whacking day, oh, whacking day. I think I'm going to just get rid of their board. Yeah, they got a Wasteland in hand that's not really doing anything. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Cradle doesn't do anything with their handful of lands. Yeah, but then I guess that sends me the message that, like, they don't have other big shit. Like, my idea is that Cradle is a pretty broken Magic card that might be a bit better than Bayou, unless they're hoping to draw, like, if they're out is drawing, like, Grist or whatever, then maybe it's okay. Oh, big boy. That's a large lad. But they got no cards in hand, no Bob Hope, and no Steve Jobs. And I can exile their soul. Take up this Liliana. Oh no, I did the rub my chin on the mic to breathe in. Okie dokie. So our opponent's at 10. We got a 3-power menace creature. We have them hell-bent. They're drawing off the top of their deck. This Liliana can deal with something. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Yeah, that's an annoying magic card. Ooh. Bye-bye, Liliana. Get you for 3. Baleful for cheap and make them discard a card. If they draw like I'm using my mana up anyways. If they draw a card that's like instant speed, don't really want them to have that. Spelunking. Damn. Why is this card in the cube? Amulet of Vigor is not in the cube, right? Amulet of Vigor, I mean, I get that this is a new card and it draws a card, but Amulet of Vigor at least has the whole like, hey, I'm a 1-mana artifact. That's usually appealing. Supposed to be like Amulet, but more generic? Oh, wait. But it's a green card. How's it more generic if it's a green card? All right. I sold a bunch of my treasure chests, but I'll do this for the content. Content? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what any of these cards are worth. This card's not in standard anymore, right? This is funny. I own this card on Magic Online, and I don't own this card in paper. 30 play points. Hey, we needed that. Now we're at 1,300 play points. Perfect. All right, let's do another draft. All the Shrines a quarter. I sold the Steam Vents for 2 tickets yesterday. Thank you very much. Two whole tickets for Steam Vents. Oh. 64 man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this entire draft this time, but I'd like to one of these days. Ooh. Oh, there's a mana crypt here. What do we got? What do we got? I'm going to take this mana crypt, but it's worth looking at some of the other cool cards. We've got a Caracas. We've got an Inti. We've got Luminarch Aspirant. Bloodstained Mire's an alright fetch. There's a lot of good white cards in this pack. I mean, I'm going to take this mana crypt, but we got a bunch of good stuff that we can wheel. Oof. Well. Holy shit. There's a Balance. There's an Emrakul. There's a Minsk and Boo. There's a Fury. Dark Ritual. There's a Fire Covenant. I'm gonna float on this Fury. I think Fury is the best card in this pack. I think Fury is better than Minsk and Boo. It's also just a single color. Minsk and Boo is really good, but I think Fury is better than Minsk and Boo here. Yeah, Emrakul and Balance, huh? Go to take this Fury. What am I hoping to wheel? Fire Covenant, Minsk and Boo, Dark Ritual. We could just draft the exact same deck. They're close. I don't know if that's true. I feel like if you make like a scale of like, you know, top 10 cards in the cube that are not power or banned in other form, you know, banned in vintage and whatever, is that I feel like Minsk and Boo is maybe number 10, maybe number Like 9? Because like what? You got like no particular, or I mean, obviously particular order is pretty important, but you have, you know, like Palace Jailer, Shieldred, Fury, Fourth Aerolingus or Orcish Bowmasters are pretty good. Entomb, Animate Dead. There's a Fast Bond. There's an Echo of Eons. There's Gush. Fast Bond Gush is kind of hot. Fast Bond works with Mana Crypt. We could do Fast Bond bullshit. I haven't drafted a Fast Bond bullshit deck yet. Yeah, there's Goldspan Dragon. There's Flame Slash. I mean, we could take Flame Slash. That's a little early to take Flame Slash. There's some powerful busted cards in this pack. I could take Fast Bond and then maybe get away with wheeling like Gush, Petal, Echo, that sort of stuff. I'm going to take this Fast Bond. We're going to do some bullshit. We're either going to do some bullshit or we're going to try to, you know, don't really want to take Escape from the Wilds this early. I had a deck with Fast Bond and Exploration. Was there a Parallax Wave in that pack? Yeah, Parallax Wave is, like, again, a pretty high card on the list of, like, if you cast this, you're going to win. You know? This pack's got a lot of stinkers in it. Am I taking this Escape from the Wilds? Or to the Wilds? It's kind of like a draw 7. I don't think I'm playing Scape Shift. Scape Shift can also wheel. Not exactly excited about taking a Triumph or a Tundra. Take Prismatic Ending. Yeah, I'm gonna take this Escape to the Wilds. Well, there's a Lightning Bolt. There's also Bolus's Citadel. Bolus's Citadel and Fast Bond's a pretty good combination of cards, but Lightning Bolt is just like so good. It's so cheap. It's just 1 mana. Deals 3 to any target. That's wild. But Bolus's Citadel Fast Bond. I mean, that's so tempting. This card could wheel though. Yeah, I'm gonna take this Lightning Bolt. Here's a collection of cards that I'm not entirely sure why they're in the cube. And then Walking Ballista and Vindicate. And, well, some of these cards are pretty good. Delayed Blast Fireball. No. Am I taking the Sentinel of the Nameless City? This card's not bad. This card kills people pretty quickly. I could take Manamorphose if we try to do some degenerate stuff. Or I could take Walking Ballista. Sentinel, Ballista, Manamorphose. I'm gonna take the Sentinel. Okay. Seasoned Pyromancer is a good Magic card. You could just be like a red-green, kind of like mid-rangey kind of deck. Showdown of the Scalds is okay. I'm gonna take this Seasoned Pyromancer. Sure, I'll take Raging Ravine. This little... What's up? What's up? What's up? Take Raging Ravine. Holy shit, Inti wheeled. There's also a Taiga, but I'm gonna take Inti. And Luminarch Aspirant, and... So nobody's in white, huh? But also nobody's in red. And we have red cards. I'm going to take Inti. There's also Taiga here. That's kind of funny. I'm going to take this Inti. Nah, red-green duels are... Like, it's the best red-green duel, but those are kind of replaceable. I'm going to take Questing Beast. This card kills people. Also just attacks for the 1 ring. I think I like it better than taking Fire Covenant. Flame Slash is a pretty good Magic card, so is Endurance. Containment Priest is okay. I'm going to take this Flame Slash. I'll take Scavengers. Take a Green Sun. Yeah, Nishoba's in here because it has Domain, and it's a warrior, and it is a card that can be played in 2 of the, like... Like there's that the Domain Warriors package that people that has been added, which just does not seem real. Collapse. Yeah, it seems pretty weak. Weathered Wayfarer, my love. There's Pyrokinesis, which loses some value because we already have Fury, which is a better Pyrokinesis. There's an Ancient Tomb. I'm going to take Ancient Tomb. This pack's pretty weak. There's like... If I can wheel Pyrokinesis, that'd be pretty cool. If I could wheel Nature's Claim, that's an okay sideboard card. But like, what else is there in this pack? I'm going to take Ancient Tomb. There's Natural Order, which we can take. If I pick up, I'm going to want to pick up some elves anyways. And I'm fairly certain that Uvenwald Oddity is going to wheel. I kind of like solidifying ourselves into green-red. Yeah, the Oddity always wheels. I'm going to take this Natural Order. Mox Diamond's pretty good. It goes fast. There's also Swords. I'm not in a position where I can start playing white, right? Wild Nacatl. I think I like... Yeah, I think I'm taking this Mox Diamond. I'm just going to be like Gruul Monsters style card. Maybe taking the Fury is just better. How do I feel over Ferocidon? I like Ferocidon. It comes up. It's lost some appeal because Twin's not in the cube. Ooh, we got a slam dunk here. And of course, that is Court of Garenbrig. Najeela. This card, like I've played a lot in Najeela in my life. In medium red for Canadian Highlander. Like I've cast this card off Ancient Tomb and Black Lotus and Friends. And what is it doing here? This seems so hard to do. Oh, I think I'm gonna wheel the Jack. Don't you worry. I've got Applejacks on the mind. You know that the first time after I decide that I'm going to start streaming Vintage Cube, or not Vintage Cube, Vintage proper, I'm going to take Court of Garenbrig. This card is unreal. I will be playing the... I will be playing Lumberjack Survival. I'll try to bring back Lumberjack Survival. Or you probably don't even need Survival. You just play Lumberjack and like cast Minsk and Boot on turn 1. Or turn 2, excuse me. Well, there's a Stomping Ground and a Sakura Tribe Elder. I think I like Stomping Ground. I want to get one fetchable duel. And we already passed Taiga, so we can't get another one. I'll take a Elvish Mystic. Ooh. There's a Ramanap and... Hold on. There is a Ramanap in this pack and a Crucible, and we have Fast Bond. And Zernorb's in this pack too, right? Do I want to... I think I still take this Noble Hierarch, but... Oh, there's the Courser of Kruvix. I'll take Courser of Kruvix because this is just like a reasonable card. But some of this shit can wheel. Ooh, Pyrokinesis? Am I going to want Pyrokinesis over Nature's Claim? Yeah, because there are other artifact destruction cards I could take. There's the Moose. The Moose has wheeled. I'll take the Ramanap. If some of these land cards come around, I can consider playing the, like, package. Let me move you over here. I don't think I'm loading up Pyrokinesis in the main deck. Would have been a great Fastbond shenanigans. I mean, all the Fastbond cards came, like, late in this pack, too. We could still play Fastbond Ramanap Courser. Like, we have the cards here. It's a little bit of a pisser that the Crucible is with the Titania, but that's okay because we have one Crucible effect and a way to tutor it, and we have the Courser Kruvix. Courser I'm just going to play no matter what. We don't currently have fetch lands. We don't have a strip. Like where we don't have the thing to do the thing with. We don't have that walking ballista would be kind of cool too. If you end up, you know, generating infinite mana with the combo. And then you have a ballista as a payoff, which is also just like a reasonable card in a Mana Crypt Ancient Tomb deck. But I'm not going to jeopardize the strength of a red-green Mana Crypt Ancient Tomb, like accelerate into Questing Beast and ahead of the curve threats that kill people dead for all of the memes. Right, I'll take some of the memes though. Some of the memes are okay. Bulbasaur, welcome back with the 6th month. Fastbon, more like fast bad 03 incoming. Jesus. Thank you for the support. Yeah, it's not coming around. It's okay. Ooh, but the rabbit battery. Don't even think I need this. There's Time Walk. Can I get away with playing? I'm gonna take this Time Walk. We have Noble Hierarch and we have Mox Diamond as blue sources. I could probably pick up another blue card. Like we could wheel the Stormcarved Coast. I'm gonna take this Time Walk, and then if we can wheel Stormcarved Coast, that's another blue source. But there's also a Braid Besage's an okay pickup. Obviously, this is okay, but I'm gonna take the Time Walk. Ooh, am I an Orb deck or am I a Lotus Cobra deck? Lotus Cobra gives us another blue for Time Walk. I don't have any fetch lands though. I don't think I want to take Hellrider. Don't necessarily want to take a bounce land. Is it time for me to draft this card? Or I could take Dak Faden. Dak Faden, Lotus Cobra. Like, I have been pretty impressed with this card. It's a lot better at killing people than you'd expect. Is it going to wheel? Do I want the Orb? If I take Orb, then I can have Mana Crypt and Orb. Or I don't know if this is an Orb deck, though. I feel like I'm just taking Lotus Cobra. Bowmasters. Could take Robber of the Rich. Just get more cheap rug cards. Ooh, Prismatic Vista. That's a hot pickup. Works with Lotus Cobra. Works with Corsair of Crewfix. Yep. Don't currently have a fetch land to find the Stomping Ground, though. Works with Fast Bond. Yeah, I don't know if I'm digging that deep. This Natural Order is not really doing anything either. We didn't... Huh? Oh, there it is. Never mind. What? Oh, Kiefer was singing, You've Got a Fast Bond. I've got a ticket to anywhere. Mooly Dooley. Do I want a Mooly Dooley in this deck? Yeah, I like it better than Arc Trail. Currency Converter. I'll take Mooly Dooley. Mooly Dooley, Mana Crypt, Ancient Tomb. We got some lands. We got this Lumberjack too. Is it Talisman too slow? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of playing the Talisman here. I mean, it would give me another blue source. Green Sun can also be a blue source, but it's a slow blue source. Ooh, Sylvan Caryatid or Fiery Confluence? I think I want the Sylvan Caryatid. I am kind of banking on that Rex Sage to wheel. Sylvan Caryatid is another blue source for Time Walk now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take Wall of Boots. Yeah. Splash for Fallen Shinobi. Take Wall of Boots. Gonna have to make some cuts. A Braid didn't wheel and Stormcarved Coast didn't wheel. Okay. Nissa or Beseiju? I don't currently have a... I mean, I got that Rex Age that's coming around. Do I just want to take this Nissa? This Nissa... I'm gonna take Nissa. Nissa lets me kill people dead. Take this stupid sword. I'll take the Rex Age. Shallow Grave to ruin someone's day. I wonder if the decrease in overall power level between the Alpha Frog cube and this cube is leading people to picking lands a lot higher than usual. That, or the sickos are out in full effect and they know to pick fetch lands early. Like, that's already just kind of common knowledge, right? Oh, Fire Blast. We're not a Fire Blast deck, but you know, boy can dream. A boy can dream, can't he? Can I make Zerda my companion? Noble, Mystic, Lumberjack. I need both of this. What does this look like? Am I a Wall of Boots deck? Do I need Lotus Cobra now that I have the Caryatid? It does attack, which is kind of tempting. Not a whole lot of red cards. Yeah, that's fine. We got enough red cards. Got 6 red cards. Don't want to play double red though, other than Fury. Fury gets a pass because it's a bit more expensive. Am I playing Rex Sage? Rex Sage gets a lot of extra value because I have Green Sun. Do I need Mooly Dooley? I don't think I actually need Mooly Dooley. 16 plus mana crypt. Plus these accelerants. I mean, Lumberjack is likely just the actual card that I shouldn't be playing. So what if we did this? Yeah, that looks good. Am I going to play a basic island? For my Prismatic Vista? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, I'm on 17 lanes. What the hell? Yeah, I kind of just want to play. The Vista makes it so much better. I think I want to do this. Oh, I could play Steve. Actually, if I'm doing this, then I should add that. Yeah, I think this is better. Sakura Tribe Elder can also attack. I don't even know if I should be on this Mox Diamond. We don't have like draw 7s or anything. We don't have ways of like... I mean, we obviously have ways of cheating our stuff out. I guess we have some card advantage up here. We'll see how it goes. Didn't see the time walk. Oh, yes, it's right here. Hi. Hello. Hey, it's me, Time Walk. You kids want to take an extra turn? Hey, you kids want to take an extra turn? Can I show you how to do an infinite? Teach you how to Dougie? Yeah, I'll keep this. Oh, hello? Magic Online, no! No, Magic Online, no! Here's an elf. Here's an elf. Can I make a confession? I have a holiday themed confession I would like to make for chat. I have never seen the film Elf in its entirety. I have never watched the film Elf in its entirety, which is fine. You know, I don't know how in my demo it would be, but there's a member of the Victoria Magic community that was, or there's two members of the Victoria Magic community, I believe, that were actually in the film Elf. They starred in the movie Elf with like speaking roles and everything. That's the thing we're supposed to confess. Well, if you spend any time on Twitter, you will see that people don't shut the fuck up about Elf. It gets mentioned constantly. Maybe it's just because it's a movie that tends to be, you know. What'd you vamp for? Channel? Okay, you're at 14, so they're not going to Emrakul me. But if I get Ulamogged, it's all ogre. People never shut the fuck about everything and anything. That's true. That's true. Ulamogg's bad. Blightsteel Colossus we can deal with. Yeah, Ulamogg's pretty bad. They just blow up one permanent though. Is there any way? And you're indestructible? Annihilator 4? I think I'm dead, right? Natural order doesn't do anything. What does playing the beast do? They just block. I could play the beast and then they can't attack. But like, Read the card? Combat damage can't be prevented. What am I missing? This is indestructible. Oh, why is Magic Online? I can play this, and then they can attack me and Annihilator 4, and then I can crack back with the Questing Beast. So I can threaten to do this. But yeah, the Questing Beast damage prevention does not do anything to indestructible. That's not how that works. They can't attack with this unless they have another kill spell or a way to get rid of one of my permanents, which they might have, you know. Yeah, chat. Read the card, my guy. We're not dead? Yeah. Technically, we're not dead here. Yeah, there's no trample in this. There are a bunch of ways that we could die here. There's also a bunch of setups where we can not die. If we get to untap, I believe we are killing them. The difference between Annihilator 4 and 5 is very big. Yeah, by 1. We have outs. They are reliant on a couple of things. But my opponent's not really doing anything. Now they're doing a thing. That is fine. And then that has to block that. That blocks that. I can just NO them for Hoof. And then I attack with this and Hoof. And they had a kill spell, I'd already be dead. Is there any reason why I want to play Mox Diamond over this? No. Is there anything that I should maybe play around that still ends up with me getting Natural Order and Hoof going? No, this is good. Yeah, this is the worst Natural Order. I mean, like, obviously I would rather obviously I would rather they use any art that isn't the turf art. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So yeah, the mystical archive, right? Yeah, that's fine. Aren't there two? Yeah, the original Natural Order. No, not that one. The original, I guess what is this? Portal. Oh, what's the chronology? The Visions Natural Order is turf art. The this one is just you know, it's the Dark Souls. Okay. Am I running it back? I feel like I'm just running it back. What came first, Visions or Portal? I think it's like Portal by... No, it would be Visions. Visions, Portal, and then Tempest? Because Visions is February 97, and Portal is May 1997. Logan. Yeah, this has a lot of fast mana. I don't think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Yeah, 5th edition would have been in like what? March? No, April? March? I'm trying to remember. Ooh. I'm trying to remember what the release schedule for Magic the Gathering was, you know, back before it was just non-stop everything. Also, Portal was just like, Portal released and people were like, oh, okay. You can't play with these cards, right? I'm trying to remember the exact legality of a lot of these cards, because like for a long time you could not play P3K at the very least in Magic and like competitive Magic. I technically started playing in Torment. Yeah, that's summer. The summer of Torment. Uh-huh. Well, do I have a cool card to play against your Putridim? You go to Vampiric Tutor? Yeah, the summer of 2002. I was a young lad. Yeah. Did they ask if they if people minded if they smoked in there? Okay. Vamp tutor. Vamp tutor. You gotta channel me again. They go to 16. They channel. Or sorry, they go to 16 after this. Haircut looks good. Thank you. The secret is I haven't showered today. it's just because I haven't showered. But I do like having the shorter hair. Big fan of the shorter hair and minimal to no facial hair. Yeah, Torment cards rule. Torment as, I mean, you know, as a set with like playable Magic cards, it's one of the sets of all time. Mm-hmm. Got some good stuff in there. Oh, what up, Mr. Bevers? How you doing? How you been? Thank you for the raid, and I hope you had a good stream. They're two in the tank to have it. Well, they could be thinking about like what happened last game, right? They're like, oh, am I going... does my life total drop too low for me to be able to get out of this? I'm certainly having one of the boxing days of all time. I'm, you know... cubing. I'm about to go eat some leftovers. You know, it's classic box. I bought a kettle on sale. Classic Boxing Day. Yeah, look at the rares in Torment. Check this out. Here are some of the rares from Torment. You got 7 mana, 5/5 flying first strike. With pretty good art. Classic RK post art. You have Cephalid Vandal. A 2 mana 1/1 that at the beginning of your upkeep you put a counter on it, then you mill a card for each shred counter. Oh, they're going to try to... Oh, Magic Online, please. You have a Shallow Grave? They might have Shallow Grave. Well, that's pretty good. But they're out of... I mean, I guess they get to draw a couple of cards. Yeah, sure, why not? And I'll discard a Hoof. This is pretty bad. We're losing a lot of resources. Not a huge amount, though. But it is pretty bad. You got your Gurzagost. You got Hellbent Raider. Insist, yeah. Hypnox. Hypnox was a banger. Look at this card. 8 black, black, black. 11 total mana. 8/8 flyer. When it comes into play, if you played it from your hand, remove all cards in target opponent's hand from the game. Wow. I hope you liked all those cards in your hand on turn 11. Because you're not going to see them anymore. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead. That's pretty hot. There's some real stinkers. I mean, Chainer. I opened a Chainer Dementia Master. And, I mean, that was GG. You had a chance to open one of the Possessed cycle. That, how can you not love old Magic art? Look at that. That's so good. Oh, you have Fastball in your deck. I'll trade. Means I don't have to worry about you reanimating anything else. Pterodox? Oh yeah, I reanimated that card back in the day. Damn, look at this big boy. 5/6 ETB, remove 2 lands from the game. And it has fire breathing. Like, it has fire breathing. It's just some big ground horror. And it just has fire breathing. This card was actually really cool. It wasn't very good, but I think about Reborn Hero a lot. 3 mana 2/2 with Vigilance that has Threshold. When it dies, you can pay white to return to play. Like, that's just really cool to me. Uh-oh. Valky. Questing Beast. Oh, it blocks Valky. Take those beats. Aha. You could open Sengir Vampire as your rare. Who doesn't want that? Who wouldn't want a Sengir Vampire as your rare? The card that just like people... This card was like dirt cheap at that time. Man, the set stinks. I mean, I love it, but it stinks. Judgment had some heaters, though. Anorid Brushhopper. This card was so... When I was a kid, this card was great. 1 green and a white for a 3/4. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Exile it. Return to play under its owner's control at the end of turn. And damage stacked, so you could block and then pitch cards and have it come back. This card was like worth money back in the day, and now it's 20 cents. And I have a playset of it for pre-modern that I'll never use because the card's not good in pre-modern. Also, Crush of Worms. This is just such a cool magic card. 1 second. Let me get some F6 value here. Crush of Worms. 9 mana, make 3 6/6 worms, and then flashback for 12 mana. Flashback for 12 mana. 3 mana 3/4 was big game. Big game. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. It's so many worms. So my opponent's deck has Vamp Tutor, Demonic Tutor, Archon, Shallow Grave, Channel. They have Ulamog. That's not bad. That's not bad. Could have sworn was reprinted in a commander set. It was, I thought Crush of Worms was reprinted in like... Oh, maybe Worm Calling? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna animate dead this. Uh-huh. Exaxes. Okay. Well, they have Animate dead. That's worth knowing. Does this change what I do? Nope. Although Fury... No, let's run it back. Got a mulligan. Oh, yeah. Look at this rare. Are you ready for one of the stinkiest rares of all time? Selfless Exorcist. Really cool art. 3 white for a 3/4. So a 5 mana 3/4. Okay. Okay. Then it has tap. Exile target card from a graveyard. Target creature card from a graveyard. That card deals damage equal to its power to Selfless Exorcist. I mean, like... So it's a 5 mana 3/4. Really bad rate. And you can tap it to exile creature cards from people's graveyards. And then occasionally, if you exile anything too big, it kills you. It kills the Exorcist. So, like, it's just so funny to me. Because it's like, okay, all right. So I can exile stuff, but I can't exile anything big. You know, the scariest thing for you to have in your graveyard. And it's like, yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Oh, good draw. I think I carry added here because it puts them in a pretty, if they vamp here, it puts them in a similar spot. If they vamp for channel for Ulamog. Oh no, do I not have enough permanents? Yeah, I only have 4 permanents. Fuck, they've just vamped. They've turn 1 vamped all game, each game, and it's not great for us. Not great. Can't get Emrakul. Even a Portal to Phyrexia I could deal with. Well, may all your opponents be on blue decks. Yeah, I need to like draw. We need to draw like Time Walk there. Yeah, we don't get there. Because this says Annihilator 4. I can put something out, but it doesn't do anything. My opponent says not again, even though it, you know, doesn't matter. And I can't double spell here. Like I can't do Scoos and something else to prevent them from attacking. So yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Very cool. Very cool match. All right, I have to go because I have to get ready for this family thing. But I wanted to get a cheeky little stream in today. I'll do the remaining games with this deck either later tonight if I decide to double stream, or tomorrow. Selfless Exorcist. Yeah. So either later tonight, depending on how long I'm there, how I'm feeling, or tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. CardKingdom.com, sponsor of the channel. Use that link to pick up your cards. Mana Trader, sponsor of the channel. Use that link to rent your cards. I'm going to drop you kids off somewhere. Oh, your Stump the Wheeler? What was your Stump? Also, somebody asked me about retro Pokemon. If you look at Jason Kozinski's retro Pokemon, there will be a... there should be a link on here. Should be a Discord link somewhere on there. Complex Automaton? Complex Automaton? I know hopping automaton. I don't know what complex automaton does off by heart. I mean, I imagine if I look at it, I'm gonna know it. Complex automaton. Oh yeah, it's the Nemesis one that returns cards to your hand if you have a bunch of permanents. Sorry, I got a jet. Just let me drop you kids off somewhere. Hey, Adam's streaming. Let's spread the holiday cheer and go to Adam's stream. And then I will see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Wait, why did I unraid? All right, everybody hold. Twitch is a good platform. OBS is a great software. Actually, OBS. I don't want to shit talk OBS. Nobody deserves to shit talk OBS. All right, go watch Adam. I'll see you later. Bye bye.